And welcome back to another filming of Captain's Call. I'm Captain John Bushy, and with me today,
Tom Durning. I'm the MWR site manager.
so everything you want to know about MWR is what we're going to try to cover today. Actually, we'll pare it down to a few of the programs because MWR is our largest department that we have on base, and Tom's just got a ton of stuff under his purview and a ton of stuff to talk about today. So how about if we kick it off with the Liberty Blue Jacket program?
Yeah, so sir, one of the things that I want to highlight that is pretty unique to serving in Japan and definitely in Itsugi is the Liberty Blue Jacket program. It's geared toward E1 through E4 sailors, and it allows MWR to offer a lot of MWR specials and discounts on the services that we offer on base and our trips and tours as well. The objective of the program is to really give these sailors the opportunity to get out and to experience Japan and to really experience the non-pay benefits that MWR has to offer them as well. So that's one thing that I want to certainly encourage all the command leadership to push to their sailors and all the young sailors to get out there and participate in as well.
So do you have a schedule that they can look at of what kind of trips or tours or things that are coming up that they can possibly take a look at?
Yeah, we sure.
And if so, where can they find that?
Yeah, absolutely. So usually about the middle of the month, the following month's schedule is coming out. And we have a mini magazine that we developed for our Liberty program, which most of these offerings are run through the Liberty program. So we developed that mini magazine, and that's available all over the installation. So you can get it, we have it at the Navy Exchange Food Court, we've got it at our Liberty program, and you can just pick one up, you take it with you back to your barracks, back to your workspace, and check out what's going on throughout the month.
So there's discounted tours and things. What kind of discounts are we talking?
So for some of the trips and tours, it's up to about 75% off.
Wow.
What we're going to ask you to pay, sir. So it's a heck of a deal. And many of the trips and tours you can go on for as little as $5.
Well, one of the favorite tours that I heard about when I first got here was the monkeys that get in the onsen up in northern Japan. And it was something where people were paying as little as $10 to get on the bus and go all the way up there. It was going to cost me around $80 to go do that. And I think that would be one of the coolest trips to go on. I hear you don't want to get too close to the monkeys because they might actually bite you. But I think that that's really cool. That's just one of the cultural things that you could do here in Japan. So hopefully something like that whets your appetite for getting out and exploring the local culture and things that, I mean, how many monkey onsens do we have in the States? I don't know of any. So that sounds like it'd be something that's just a really good resource to have, a really good resource to use, as well as it's something that I think our leadership could really make sure that we are making sure that our sailors are knowledgeable about these programs, because all these programs go into things that are going to help you grow as an individual here in Japan and take advantage of the cultural resources that are here and the uniqueness of you're living in Japan. This is really cool stuff. We don't get a chance to do this kind of stuff in the States. So please stop over there and see Tom and his staff and take advantage of these programs. Anything else you'd like to talk about with Liberty Blue Jacket?
Well, just some of the upcoming trips, and I'll make it really quickly, is this Friday we're actually going to the Ramen Museum. Saturday night we're going to have a Liberty lock-in, so basically an all-nighter at the Liberty Center. So if you're a gamer, if you like to watch movies all night long, come on over to the Liberty Center, and we've got over 800 movies on title. We've got more than 100 video games. Stop on by and pull an all-nighter with us.
Well, with that, I mean, when Admiral Smith came out here, Admiral Smith is the boss of all the installation commands. When Vice Admiral Smith came out and he saw our Liberty Blue Jacket Center, he was like, wow, this is one of the nicest ones I've seen, because you've got the private screening room for those videos. You've got those great big leather chairs that you just kind of melt into, and they're awesome. All the programs, the computers, everything available for you in the back portion as well. So there's just so many things to do there, and it's a welcoming environment. The staff is definitely there to help you out and encourages you to take advantage of it. So that should be a lot of fun.
Sir, best thing about it costs you absolutely nothing just to come over to the center. You want to hang out, watch a movie, costs absolutely nothing.
Nothing? You mean free?
Yes, sir.
There's that
I like that word.
That is a good word.
Everybody likes that.
That's awesome. That's probably one of the best parts of the program. So please stop on by, take advantage of your MWR benefits and use this program.
Okay.
All right. So the galley special meal, we talk about our CSs always getting a chance to exercise their culinary masterpieces, their knowledge, their expertise as being the folks at the Skittle, at the griddle, excuse me, out there ready and willing to help us out with something. So this month we have the Black History Month that they are putting on a special meal for. So
Sir,
do you know what they're putting together?
we're doing some down-home soul food. And so I want to say we're going to have some blackened catfish.
Oh, awesome.
For these open type meals, we typically have some type of steak there. So you want to get a good cut of meat for a very reasonable price. That's the day to come over to the galley.
So you mentioned a reasonable price.
Yes, sir.
So how much is a reasonable price?
$5.55.
$5.55. How much can you get at McDonald's or, I'm sorry, Taco Bell or some other place for $5.55? I mean, the best you can do is for 500 yen go over to get cracked chicken. But this is the full fixings of catfish, of steak, of all the side dishes. that are
Fresh
gonna go with it, too.
vegetables, absolutely. Collard greens, macaroni and cheese.
Dessert on top of it all.
Yes, sir.
$5.55.
$5.55.
It's the best deal out there.
Yes, sir. So we do that once a month over at the galley. Black History Month is the theme for this month, and that's going to be on the 24th of February.
Okay. Awesome.
Next month, I don't have their schedule out yet. I can only assume that it's got something to do with St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to be either. Hopefully it'll not everything going to be green, but
Hopefully
I'm sure
not.
there will be a theme.
I'm sure there will be some potatoes, probably some sausages, and
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it's a really good program. Something else that with the galley special meals that we talk about a lot to AOB ICR, everybody hears about it, are the Thanksgiving dinners and the Christmas dinners. I think this year they went for $9.60 or so.
yes, sir, still a
And
great deal.
It's an awesome deal. Plus, you don't have to clean anything at home. You get all the fixins, all that stuff. So I know we're a ways out from Thanksgiving and from Christmas, but please keep that in your memory so that when that comes around, you're prepared for it. So anything else with the galley?
No, it's just that once a month we have the opportunity to open the galley for basically all hands. And it's only that one time per month, so please keep an eye out for it and take advantage of it.
Yep. And our CSs, like I said, pull out all the stops. They do a very good job with it. So, okay, so we have Military Saves Week coming up on the 22nd through the 27th of February. So do you have any specials that are going on in MWR for that week?
Yeah, we sure do. We've actually got some bowling specials, and we've also got some cinema specials that we're going to be putting on that week. But more importantly is coming out of our Liberty program, and they're sponsoring a number of Military Saves Week initiatives that throughout the week, active duty will have a chance to come on over and learn about their benefits, about credit management, about how to plan for the future. And that's the objective of Military Saves Week, is to really get people thinking and talking about how they're going to invest in their future.
Right.
And I personally don't want to work forever, so it's a topic that is interesting to me on how I can better prepare myself for the future. And it really goes for everyone who is planning for retirement. How to start the conversation and how to just start saving.
Right. No, that's a really good point, because it takes a little bit, put it down, and then before you know it, it has grown into a nice little nest egg that you can either keep on saving, or you can use it for, if there's a down payment on a house or a car or something else that you're trying to put it towards, maybe education, maybe children's educations. But take advantage of some of these programs that are coming out, because I remember that my XO, when I was an ensign 20 plus years ago, she said, just save something. And she was absolutely right. And I've been able to grow that pot over time. But had we not had that discussion and somebody have the time to take me aside and say it's important to save, I don't think I would be I wouldn't say proficient at saving. I wish I could say more, but as well prepared as where I am right now. It certainly wouldn't be as far along. So, but with that, so you've got a couple things that are happening in the Liberty area too for Military Saves.
Yeah, we sure do. So on the 23rd at 6 p.m., we've got Brad Morgan from Fleet and Family Service Center. He's going to come by and he's going to talk to service members about knowing your TSP, how to invest in your TSP, what to look for, how to read your statements for your TSP.
Yeah.
And so you stop by for 5 minutes, stay for 30. Just drop by, talk to Brad. He's got a lot of knowledge on the TSP. On the 25th, we've got lunch with Navy Federal financial planner, and they're going to talk about if you have some discretionary income, how you can invest that through Navy Federal. And so it's not often that you've got a financial planner right there on site to help you, to walk you through some of these things.
Right.
And then on the 26th, our commissary coupon challenge. So all these will be at the Liberty Center. This commissary coupon challenge is you bring in your receipt, and then we've just got a stash of coupons, and basically we're going to show you how much you could have saved if you take advantage of the commissary coupons that are offered.
Wow. Those sound like some pretty good programs to me.
Sure.
I know I don't always take enough time to look at the coupons because I'm like, I'm busy, I got to get in and get out. And,
Guilty.
Yep, I think we're all guilty about that. So, all right, so let's talk about some community recreation initiatives. What do you guys have out there for the community?
Yeah, so a buzzword that we're going to start putting out to our community is community recreation. And this is an initiative that Big Navy's taking on that's looking to combine forces of our outdoor recreation as well as our ITT program. So what I wanted to do with when talking about this is basically inform the community that they're going to hear these buzzwords coming out. It doesn't mean that services are changing. Okay, as a matter of fact, it's actually going to make us a more efficient organization.
Should enhance it, right?
Yes, sir. So we're really looking to build the teamwork between those two programs. And just because you don't hear the word ITT anymore, it hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there.
Okay, awesome. So we have some expanded hours that are coming up with the fitness center and the CDC, something that I know a lot of people talk about very frequently. So how's our CDC changing?
So our CDC is, we are the only Oconee site that has been targeted to have expanded hours. So we're kind of a pilot for the Navy because of the quality of the care and the quality of management that we've got over there. So CDC is going to be expanding hours to 16 hours per day. Right now they open at 06, they're going to open at 05, and they're going to stay open until 1900.
Okay, wow. That should really expand the capabilities that we have within CDC, because I know a lot of places actually kick off their workday at 06, and some places before that or lasting well into the evening. So this should definitely help our community. How about the gym? How's that going to change?
Yes, sir. So our Ranger Gym is going to expand to 118 hours per week. And so the hours that we chose, and talking with the patrons over there, is 05 to 2200.
On Monday through Saturday, right?
Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday will be 06 to 2200.
Great.
And we really picked those times for the high usage that we receive over there.
Okay. So one thing I would recommend, though, I beat this up at AOB ICR all the time too, is please scan in so that we can document that we are using these facilities. It takes you just a second to go and register if you haven't already registered, but that's how we show CNIC that we are using the facilities that they're giving us money to execute. So please take the extra 30 seconds, walk over, do the bleep, get a towel, because it's gross to work out without a towel, and it's gross for the rest of us that have to work out with you. But please swipe in and utilize the facilities that we have out there. Okay, and the last thing we have for today is the golf course menu. So.
Yeah, so
based
based on some feedback that we've received from our customers, is that it's time to look at refreshing the menu.
Good.
And I feel very fortunate that one of our regional employees is the former executive chef for the new Sano. So I've enlisted his services to come and give us some tips and some ideas on how we can refresh that menu. And so that's going to be coming in the next months.
Okay.
We'd like to get our customers in there. We'd like to get some of the sailors in there to sample the food, give us some feedback on it. Tell us if put that on the menu, or I'd recommend that doesn't go on the menu. So we're going to be looking for some feedback from the community on that, and I'm excited to see what we got coming out next.
Yeah, that sounds really good, if I can say it that way. Both whet your appetite as well as whet your appetites for information. So,
Sir.
It sounds like MWR is doing a ton of things on base. It sounds like you guys are definitely moving forward. We talk about the changes that are going to happen at NAF at Sugi as we go through DPRI and as we started looking at moving our fixed-wing assets to Iwakuni. But MWR is alive and well here in Atsugi for those of you that are staying, those of you that are going to be here for the next couple years, and those of you that are going to come back and visit and possibly live and work here again in the future. So this is your MWR program. Please make sure you use it. Please make sure you tell us how you want to change too, because this is all about you. It's for our community. So, well, with that, Tom, anything else you want to throw out today?
No, sir, I think we've hit quite a few of the bullet points for today.
Yeah, I think we have too. So my last comment I would like to say for this segment is, so this is the fourth or fifth of the new format of the captain's calls we've been doing. And so please give us feedback. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us if there's other topics you would like to see. Tom just mentioned some community activism there that we can refresh our golf course menu with things that you want. If you want to hear different topics, you want to have us interview people on Captain's Call, please tell us who you'd like to have come and sit next to Master Chief usually and myself. And we'll try to get you or that person on screen and answer some of your questions. So with that, I think we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come right back with some BZs. So thanks for this portion. And welcome back. This week I'd like to introduce our Sailor of the Week. It's CSSN Leslie Hunt from the galley. Seaman Hunt is known for her meal preparation. She's also instrumental in the equipment care as well as in being a cashier at the galley. Some things she's worked on here lately are the special MLK Day celebration and the food preparation for that, as well as a couple weeks ago we had 114 stranded Marines that were here at NAF at Sugi. And so she took them under her wing. She helped them out with making sure they were all fed and taking care of them as a good host here at NAF at Sugi. So I wanted to say BZ to our Sailor of the Week, CSS and Leslie Hunt again. And let's shift over to some Bravo Zulus for the week. And to help me out this week, I've got...
Hello, I'm CS2 Vang.
And CS2 Vang works directly for Master Chief. He's out this week, so we were looking for a volunteer to help us with some BZs, so thank you for helping us.
You're welcome, sir.
And let's jump into it. I'll get the first one here for you. The first of our Bravo Zulus this week is service provider CFAF, and the person writes, I'm speaking on behalf of 10 people. CFAF's YNs rock the show, stellar performance, and performance in their job. So good job to the folks over at CFAF.
Next one, service provider is Enlisted Club Trilogy. Mr. Brett Dunn and his staff did an outstanding job supporting the NEOS exercise from January 26th to 29th. Non-combatant evacuation cannot be successful without fleet readiness fully participating in the process. I look forward to working with them in the future.
You know, if I can jump in there quick, another BZ that's not on the paper here, but we had 359 people that helped us out. 375 people. Getting my numbers mixed up. 395 people that showed up to help us out with the NEO exercise. So I appreciate all the family members who took time out of their busy evenings to come and help us out, because NEO is extremely important. The only place to do a NEO in recent history has been NAF at Sugi back in 2011 when there was the Great Eastern Earthquake. So this is, as CMC says, this is your insurance policy. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for teaching us a few valuable lessons on how to do our process better. But also thank you for your own preparations. And as the EM says, that helps us become a resilient community. So thank you very much for that. Okay, back into the BZs. Service provider is Halsey Fitness Center. I want to give a big thank you to the new overhang outside of Halsey Gym with the new back matting and the new bumper plates. It's anticipated, it's appreciated, it's getting lots of use even in the cold temperatures. So all the CrossFitters I've talked to out there, have absolutely loved it. They're a pretty hardy group. They're out there, rain or shine, they're out there hot or cold, and they have said they've really liked it. So I'm glad that we could provide back to the community what they were looking for. So thanks for the comment.
Service provider is NEX Beauty Shop. Tori is a wonderful stylist and has a great personality. She is a very patient and understanding with all my children, including my daughter who has sensory processing disorder.
Good job to them. All right, service provider, Skyriders Bakery Cafe. Miyumi-san takes great pride in her work and customer service, always satisfied. So congratulations to her.
Service provider is PSD. There was an issue with my transfer dates, but Seaman Jackson and PS2 Go helped me a lot. They took the time to speak with me and the woman who booked tickets, They gave me different options and we finally figure out a solution to the problem. So thank you.
All right, our last service provider today is VRO. I would like to thank Mr. Ryu over at Pass and ID office for helping me with my D-bids. I've worked to update my ID card before, but nothing worked until Mr. Ryu helped me out. So thank you very much. And thanks for telling the folks over at Pass and ID thanks, because they process an awful lot of people, and usually it's not always the most glamorous job, the most fun thing to do, but you know what, they try to get everybody through and they try to do it with a smile. So thank you very much for recognizing their hard work. And so that's all we have this week. Thank you very much for tuning in, and CS2, thank you for helping us out.
You're welcome, sir.
We'll have to see if we can get you back as a guest speaker sometime. But
That'll be great, sir.
that's all we have this week for Captain's Call. Thanks for tuning in.